place to catch up with friends, relax in a friendly atmosphere and enjoy great service and food, then Buckley's can offer a fun evening that the whole family can enjoy. In our bistro you can enjoy a selection from our extensive menu, including family favourites. On those sunny days, our alfresco is the perfect setting to enjoy a meal, catch up with friends, or watch your favourite sport on 2 large plasma TVs. Having a special occasion can be made easy by hiring our newly renovated function rooms. Buckley's, a venue of class that provides all your entertainment and function needs.
Welcome back, yes, and of course for some other big games on this afternoon. There's only 4 because, as we said last night, a fantastic game out at the Church Street Oval between Geelong West and the Belmont Lions. All roads lead to Footrot Flats. The Anarchy Roos, well, they didn't go too bad against North Geelong last week. Signs that Gavin's got them back on track again. They take on a, well, much improved Werribee Centrals, the boys from the Duck Pond. Dale, it'll be a fairly close game, I think.
I reckon it will be, Dick. These times seem to play pretty close and match up very well on each other, and if being Anarchy at home, I think that I'm going to tip them just in front here. I just think if the blokes up forward with Pittman and a few of the others, Saliba can get a few goals early in the game, Berg through the middle of the ground, if he can kick the ball in long, get it in quickly, then I think he'll put enough pressure on the defence of Werribee, and they might find themselves just that couple of goals short. The good thing, I suppose, for Werribee is that their regular players are kicking goals, Kitchen's kicking goals up forward. As I said, young Dean Keisha is a young kid only at under 18s last year that kicked a number of goals, and he'll be a credible acquisition up there for all of them. If they can't control those two, then they might find themselves in trouble. But I just think the Anarchy boys at home, Dick, might just get the money, especially with the 2 wicket boys playing down in defence. They could be very handy backups.
Jake, Anarchy hopefully may have turned the corner a little bit with an improved form last week and might take it right up from them.
Yeah, I'm with Dale here. I think this potentially has the hallmarks of being the closest game of the round. Obviously, the 2 sides aren't, well, you wouldn't call them league leaders by any means, but yeah, I think we'll get a cracking game between the 2 sides today, and I think Anarchy at home will provide a much tougher task for Werribee. I'm finding it hard to tip a winner, but I'm going to go with Anarchy just.
Eric.
I think Werribee might win it. Anarchy, for some reason, in recent years seem to have been slow starters. I see this year as no different so far, and I just think Werribee Central's they've got a bit of incentive to win this one.
Frank?
Yeah, look, we played against Anarchy last week, and they were pretty good. And I think if they can string 4 quarters together, they'll beat Werribee.
Winchelsea this afternoon, a big game out there, fantastic conditions, or the ground service especially out of Winchelsea with big improvements out there. They take on the North Geelong Magpies. They're undefeated on top of the ladder at the moment. Dale, they wouldn't want to take Winchelsea too complacent.
No, look, they were pretty good last week, Winchelsea, by all reports. It was only a small period of the game that Bannockburn actually blew them away, so it'll be very interesting to see how they get themselves up and going at home. They've got some good players coming up there. We know Big Warren Atchell does lead the way out there in the ruck. They've got young King that plays through the middle of the ground, and was an excellent player last year, and we haven't seen him this year. He doesn't seem to get much of a mention in the paper, so whether he's having a big influence or not, I'm not too sure, or maybe his fitness is not up there. But speaking of fitness, as Eric alluded to well in the game, Frank's got the boys out there at North Geelong going along pretty well, and when you got blokes like Fitzsimmons in the middle of the ground and also Allsop bringing the ball down, I hope he's playing off the half-back line, so he kicks the ball a long way and gets it in very quickly to their forwards, and I think that's one advantage they have had, is getting the ball in quickly. And as you said, Dick, Toddy the body, going along all right at the moment, probably needs to straighten himself up a little bit, but I think North Geelong will win this game.
Yeah, the nephew's going very well indeed. Jake?
Yeah, Winchelsea at home, and going by their form so far, they should put up a reasonable fight against North Geelong, but I'm going to have to say North Geelong pretty easily.
Eric, North Geelong too good?
I think they might be, Dick, but they won't want to take it lightly, because Winchelsea dramatically improved, I think, on last year, and they're playing some pretty good footy. Always difficult to beat at home when they're playing well.
Yeah, Frank, I know when North Geelong win at home, you take everyone down for a swim. That's one of the reasons I've decided not to make it come back. What's going on there, and what happens if they win at Winchelsea? What are you going to do with them then?
Yeah, not sure. It's not quite a swim, Dick. It's just a bit of recovery.
Yep.
Go down the water. It's nice and close. So, yeah, I'm not sure what we might have to do it Sunday morning.
Whew, unbelievable. I think I'm unavailable Sunday morning as well. North Geelong, obviously, Frank, they'll be right?
Oh, look, I hope so.
Yeah, okay. Out at Inverleigh, the Hawks, they take on East Geelong. Dale, any chance Inverleigh?
Well, you'd have to say yes, Dick, on their last 2 weeks' performances. Belmont Lions, who we thought were going along pretty nicely, they beat them at home. And then last week at Belpost Hill, even though Belpost Hill had those 2 or 3 players missing for a part of the game, it was only in the last 30 seconds, we believe, that Inverleigh actually lost it. So, look, the young players has been their benefit for the last 2 or 3 years, and they've got a new group coming through this year. They're going to take time to find themselves out. They've got Big Owen Lewis at full forward, who seems to be kicking goals. Zach Hickleton doesn't kick a lot of goals. It seems that they've been playing him down back or through the midfield. I think he's one bloke that does need to go forward to give him that extra tall marking option. And again, I suppose if they can get the ball in there to these two big blokes and have the coming forwards like Peel, Reece Brown's playing down forward, they've got a good bit of youth. You know, maybe the wraps on East Geelong at the start of the year maybe quite aren't as good, so they'll have to start turning themselves around. Scrobleek got 6 last week, and obviously that's going to be the big thing, because if they can get the ball into him enough, he'll kick 6 and then provide 2 or 3 more options. So I'll have to stay with the body size and say East will just beat the Inverleigh boys.
Yes, Jake, as Dale just said, the Scrobber is back in a little bit of form again.
Yeah, he played quite well last week from all reports. On face value, this game is East Geelong's to lose, but the way Inverleigh's been, putting themselves out in the park the last few weeks, you can't really write them off. Being at home, tough side to beat at home, but yeah, I'm going to have to say East. They really need to win. If they lose this, it's panic stations in my opinion.
Eric.
Yeah, I think it might be panic stations. I fancy Inverleigh at home. They've got the form on the board. My understanding, they should have won last week at Belfast Hill, and that's an enormous performance. I think they might tip East over.
Indeed, should be interesting indeed. Now, this is an interesting game. It's out at the Crows Devils Playground out there, the Devils Playground, and they're a much improved side with Billy Nichols, of course, kicking 10 last week, and Ricky O'Toole back in town. I don't think he was ever out of town, but he's just playing sensational footy again. They're up against Belpost Hill, the Panthers, who are depleted with injuries at the moment.
The benefit to Belpost Hill is their reserve side's not as bad, but you look at Crows' reserve side, they're on top of the ladder and being undefeated, so there's a fair bit of depth in both sides. I just think with those injuries to the key players, and after watching Cry last week with Stewart, Jed Potter back in the side, Ricky and Barry O'Toole, I'm glad to see Barry not playing in a key position player or as a key position forward, because I think he's lost that pace, but his general sense of the ball getting around the ground was sensational last week. You've mentioned Billy Nichols. Lee Clifford also dominated across the game. He kicked 5. He probably had a chance and had a hand in 2 or 3 others. They were just sensational. It was like training drill last week. And if Billy Nichols reckons he's 75, I reckon he's only 50, but God help him if he does get to 100%. I don't know whether it's a knee problem or what it is, but Stewart just gives them an armchair ride, all those blokes to the middle of the ground, and if they can't pick up kicks, then they won't ever get kicks. Look, close game, but I think on what I've seen last week, that I think Belpost Hill might have their first loss.
Indeed, Jake.
Yeah, Belpost Hill are in trouble this week, I think. Today, Karaya, you'd expect to continue from last week. They'll have their heads up. They've finally got that good win that we all know that they're capable of, and usually when they get a good win like that, they keep that run going for a couple of weeks, and I think this week will be no different.
And Eric?
Yes, I think I agree with the boys. Karaya with the midfield, the forward power, I think they might tip over Belpost Hill.
Yeah, fantastic indeed. And Frank, Belpost Hill, of course, undefeated, but those injuries are going to knock them around, aren't they?
Look, I think so. They're quality players, and being a young side, they need these players in the side to get them over the line. But I think Karaya at home just starting to hit their straps and get a few players back, so too strong.
Fantastic. Well, it's hard to believe another half an hour has gone past again. Don't forget, this is Breast Cancer Awareness Week, and Dale's just burst one of the balloons. And of course, the local footy this afternoon, the seniors all running around with the pink footies. Look fantastic indeed. And if you see any of these tins around at any stage today, folks, dig deep and stick some money in the tin as well. Thanks, Frank, for being our special guest this morning. And hopefully North Geelong, they might even play finals out there one day.
Yeah, look, it's a long way away, Dick, but...
No, at North Geelong, though. We've got to get the finals out there.
No, that's fine.
Great venue.
Yeah, great venue it is, yes.
Well done, Frank. I'll send the $50 later on. And Eric, good to have you back again, mate. And, you're always welcome to come back. And I know all the nanas out there are pleased to see you on the TV again.
Thanks very much, Dick, and I hope the boat crew from Melbourne enjoyed the show today.
And Jake, we'll enjoy your call this afternoon, mate.
Yeah, thanks, Dick. I will do that.
And Dale, yes, a big game, Thompson and Bannockburn, it's huge.
That's great. Dick won't have to travel this afternoon, so it'll be great.
Yep. And once again, thanks to our special guest, Frank Fabiani, the coach of the North Geelong Magpies, and all the best for the rest of the year, Frank. I hope that everything goes very well for you and the boys.
Thanks, Dick.
Good on you. Okay. Well, that's it, folks, for another week. And, yes, it has gone very quickly. As I said, when you see the tins rattling around today, make sure you put something in those. Stay tuned next for Daryl Pittman and the local footy show coming up next. Thanks for having us in your lounge room this morning. We'll see you all again next Saturday morning. Bye for now.
The place to catch up with friends, relax in a friendly atmosphere and enjoy great service and food. Then Buckley's can offer a fun evening that the whole family can enjoy. In our bistro you can enjoy a selection from our extensive menu, including family favourites. On those sunny days, our alfresco is the perfect setting to enjoy a meal, catch up with friends or watch your favourite sport on 2 large plasma TVs. Having a special occasion can be made easy by hiring our newly renovated function rooms. Buckley's, a venue of class that provides all your entertainment and function needs.